Watch right here. The truck bounces inside of the shutdown area. What an incredible crash here on Revolution. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MTA Revolution here on Friday night. Hope you guys have had an amazing week. The work week is finally over, and it's time to unload here tonight. Hopefully, we can take your mind off a few things here tonight with some of the baddest diecast racing you have ever seen on YouTube. Right now, 16 of the best monster trucks are ready to throw it down for all of you great fans that helped us get to this point. And thank you guys so much for getting us to 10,000 subscribers here on the MTA channel. The man to beat tonight, Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger, your reigning champion here on Revolution. Now, as we look at how round one action is going to be shaken down, it's going to be the return of Obsessed taking on the Gravedigger. Black Stallion going one-on-one with Mental Health. Then it's the return of Shocker taking on the Cowboy. JYD taking on Destroyer. Looking at the other side of the bracket, the Titan Chevrolet will be taking on Max D. Then following them, Blue Thunder taking on Rammunition. The Carolina Crusher set to take on Monster Energy. And last but certainly not least, a rematch from last week. King Sling taking on Avenger. This time, championship flag on the line as they met in the final round showdown last week. Avenger, your reigning champion here tonight. Now as we get round one action kicked off, Chris Walker's the Idaho Wildman back in action and Obsessed. That beautiful looking forward over here on the inside lane. He is now set to take on Rich Wagner, the Phenom, and the Gravedigger over there in that far lane. Both drivers looking to get their first win out here on Revolution. Who's going on in round two? Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go side by side on the good light up and over no man's land with shootout all the way into the finish line area. And it looked like the Idaho Wildman had a little more in the tank over the Phenom there as they went across the finish line. What an incredible matchup to get us started here on MTA Revolution. There you see the shiny zoomies hanging out the side of Gravedigger. Looking at your MTA photo finish, your winner is the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walker, and Obsessed by about a nose over the Gravedigger here tonight. Moving right along with round one action, it's the return of Mental Health. Devin Treat's been having a lot of good luck out here on Revolution with that brand new truck. He made it to the final round showdown in the very first episode, now finding himself over here against the Monster Mania 4 champion, Joey Andrews in the Black Stallion 2000, the Ford Camp out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Both drivers stage. Here's the green light now as we get things started in round one. Black Stallion's got a slight lead. Mental Health coming back on Andrews in trouble. What a ride for Joey Andrews and Black Stallion inside of the shutdown area as Mental Health will take it down to the shutdown wall. What a wild and crazy ride that was. We're going to go back and take another look at our MTA Revolution replay. As you see coming off the line, Black Stallion had the lead down the straightaway. Looking at the other side of the lanes, you see Mental Health trying to play a little bit of catch up. Watch now as Andrews gets a little crossed up. The back tires hit the center jump, which is steeper than the rest of the ramps. And right there you see him cartwheeling the truck down inside of the shutdown area. What a spectacular crash by Black Stallion, but Mental Health, your round one winner here tonight. And next up coming to the line, Jason Cook returning in the Cowboy Chevrolet, ready now to take on Aiden Richards, new kid on the block, over here in Shocker, his debut season on the MTA YouTube channel, taking on one of the veterans who's been with us since day one. Cowboy and Shocker, the green light goes down, they're side by side. Shocker with a slight lead now over no man's land, and Cowboy coming back on him over the last set of cars. What a matchup that was. Cowboy, I thought, was put to pasture out there, but it looks like he passed him over the last set of cars to the finish line. As we go back and take a look at your MTA photo finish, your winner, Jason Cook and the Cowboy by 3/4 of a tire puts Shocker on the trailer here tonight. And you talk about a shocker, that was definitely one right here on the MTA YouTube channel. But next up coming to the line, Joseph Nelson returns in Destroyer, the Ford based out of Michigan, taking on the JYD from the Backyard Beast Race Team, Ryan Davis, the Junkyard dog over there on the outside lane. Both drivers looking for their very first Revolution win. We're going to see what we got in round one. Green light goes down, the JYD's got a hole shot. Destroyer trying to come back on the middle. My word, Joseph in trouble, and upside down he goes. JYD puts him out here tonight in round one. Joseph Nelson was trying to come from behind over here on the inside inside lane. Let's go back to the top of the track. Take a look at how this just unfolded, ladies and gentlemen. Watch now as they come off the line. The JYD's got an early lead on Destroyer. Here comes Joseph Nelson now on the inside lane. Tries to close the gap through no man's land. Sticks it straight up and down, and over he goes in the shutdown area. Ryan Davis and the Junkyard Dog will advance on in a round 2 competition here tonight. Destroyer on the trailer. What a spectacular ride that was. But next up here tonight, the Wise Man returns. Wyatt Anderson, Maximum Destruction, coming to the line, all blacked out on the inside lane. Taking on Zach George, the Chevrolet Camp, and Titan over there on the outside, trying to get a big-time win out here. Anderson has not had much luck in that brand-new Max D. What's he got against Titan over there? Zach George's been to this dance before. Green light goes down, and Max D's got a hole shot. Titan trying to pick up the ground here. Not going to do it as he veers off to the right-hand side of the track. And Wyatt Anderson, who takes it down the straight, narrow path all the way to the shutdown area wall. Maximum Destruction, and will advance on in a round 2 here tonight, and that seems to be where he's been stopping. Let's see if Max D can make it past round 2 here tonight as Titan goes on the trailer. Next up in round 1, it's the return of the Blue Thunder Machine, Sawyer Ramsdale, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion, built for tough over here on the inside lane. He's got a tall order because Dan Chichagosh, the Dodge Hemi Horsepower Rammunition, over there on the outside lane, representing the Hall Brothers race team over here, and the Dodge Camp is ready to go. Who's it going to be going on in the round 2? Ford and the Dodge. Here's the green light now, and I have a straightaway. They go side by side. A good light by both drivers through no man's land. Both of them kind of got out of shape, and what a save by Dana Gosh and Rammunition on the outside lane of that track. He got a little crossed up, so did Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder. Let's go back and take another look at our MTA replay here, and we're going to see him come off the line. Both drivers cutting incredible light, side by side, coming down the straightaway. Slight lead, maybe to Blue Thunder now on the inside. They go up and over. They're a little bit crossed up. Both drivers hitting the cars a little funky, and right there at the line, Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder will put the Dodge Camp on the trailer early in round 1. So Blue Thunder moving into round 2. Next up here tonight, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, ready to rock the house against the very first ever Revolution champion, Pete Piscadlo out of Waynesboro, North Carolina, the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. Always a hard truck to beat out here on the MTA circuit. One of them's advancing on into round 2 here tonight. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Carolina Crusher or Monster Energy? Here's the green light down the straightaway they go. Monster's got a lead on him. Here comes Carolina Crusher out of shape, and over goes Jeffrey Skipper inside of the shutdown area. What a wild ride by both drivers. Pete Piscadlo and Carolina Crusher keeping it under control here tonight. Let's go back and take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Down the straightaway, Skipper got him off the line. Here comes Carolina Crusher on the outside. He knows he's got to make up some ground. Up and over no man's land, tries to settle it down, kicks it up on the nose, and then Skipper gets out of shape inside of the shutdown area. Just kind of dumped it over there on its side. Hopefully not a lot of damage done. Monster Energy should be back for round 2. But now we get set and ready to close out round 1 action. Jimmy Ferguson, the reigning and defending Revolution champion, the 57 Chevy Bel Air out of Columbus, Michigan on the outside lane, taking on Bradley Graham, the King of Kings out of Cale Devil Hills, North Carolina, King Sling on the inside. A rematch from last week's final. Championship flag on the line in round 1. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go side by side. King Sling on a slight lead. Avenger trying to close the gap on him. I do believe that Bradley Graham, King Sling, just knocked off the champion early here tonight inside of round 1. We're going to go back and take another look at our MTA photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. What an awesome race that was. And taking another look right here, your winner is going to be Bradley Graham by inches and King Sling. He'll put the champion on the trailer early here tonight. And that means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to crown an all-new Revolution champion here tonight, week 3 of the season. And I hope you're having a great time with us. Be sure to stick around because a lot more great racing is still to come. Round 2 action is coming up next, so don't go anywhere. Are you ready to get in on the action here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel? Look no further. Head over to Facebook where you can sign up for all the great events we host right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to sign up for the events and register your name and get locked in with a monster truck of your own and get ready for the great thrills and spills right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, find us on Facebook, register for these events, and you soon will be competing in all the great events. We hope to see you there. And get ready for the wild and crazy action. Be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel. Welcome back to Revolution here tonight on a Friday evening. Hope you guys are out here enjoying yourselves on the MTA YouTube channel. Thank you again for joining us. Round 2 action about to come right into your living room screen here, and we're going to see the return of Obsession take on Mental Health. Then the Cowboys set to take on the JYD and the Junkyard Dog, other side of the bracket. Wyatt Anderson returns Maximum Destruction to take on Blue Thunder, and then following them is Monster Energy taking on King Sling in a battle of teammates between the Renegades Motorsports race team. Now coming up first to the line, the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walker's and Obsessed, now ready to go against Devin Treat and that brand new Mental Health, which has been on a rail as of late since its debut out here on Revolution. Again, he's had one pass in that truck, and that was at Monster Mania 6. It seems to be working well for him, but the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walker's over there, and Obsessed is going to give him a run for his money. It's the battle of the Ford Oval Brigade here tonight to kick off round 2. Green light going down, Mental Health has the early lead. Obsessed now trying to come back on the outside. Mental Health in trouble, end over end he goes. Down inside of the shutdown area, the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walker's and Obsessed, trying to play catch-up on him, coming out of no man's land, but what a ride for Mental Health over here in the shutdown area as we go back. Taking another look at your MTA replay, Mental Health got him off the line, holding about a quarter truck lead all the way down the straightaway. Launches up, they settle it down in no man's land, and right there, just a bad bounce in no man's land. He hit the rear tires, as you see, just barely edging out Obsessed over there from that far lane. End over end goes Mental Health to be down in the pits. Hopefully he'll be back for our semifinal competition. He got that win by about a length of a Wendy's coupon out there over Obsessed. Next up here tonight, Jason Cook and Cowboy coming to the line to take on Ryan Davis and the Junkyard Dog over here on the inside lane. New kid on the block representing the Backyard Beast race team. Now staged and ready to go. Jason Cook, the veteran of the two. The Cowboy Chevrolet over there in the outside lane. Who's going on in the semis to meet up with Mental Health? Green light going down on the line. The JYD's got a big time lead. Cowboy trying to come up with it at the end, and he pulls it out. Jason Cook comes from behind and pulls it out over the JYD as he stuck it on the back tires. Coming over the last set of cars, ladies and gentlemen, what a ride, and the Cowboy will ride again in the semifinals. What an awesome shot that was. I wish we had a replay of it, but next up here tonight, Wyatt Anderson returning in Maximum Destruction, ready now to take on Sawyer Ramsdale in the Built for Tough Blue Thunder Ford over here on the inside lane. Again, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion. We're going to see what he's got against the Wise Man. Anderson over there in that far lane. Max D, Blue Thunder. Green light goes down on the line, side by side. Blue Thunder pulls the lead on him now. Max D up and over. Almost got into Blue Thunder. And I'm not sure if he actually made contact with Sawyer Ramsdale over there as they went over that last set of cars. That was incredibly close out here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back and take another look. We're going to replay this one, but not the one with the Cowboy. Our camera crew's obviously in the Wendy's bathroom not doing their job, but nonetheless, we're back here with a replay. You see Blue Thunder on the inside lane have a lead. Watch Anderson now cross up over no man's land right about there, and I think he just did brush up against Blue Thunder as both of them crossed over into each other's lanes. Coming over the last set of cars, Blue Thunder, your round 2 winner over Maximum Destruction. But now we get set and ready to close out round 2. Two teammates are going to be going at it here tonight from the Renegades Motorsports race team. The King of Kings will take on the Iceman. Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy on the inside. Bradley Graham, King Sling over there on the outside. Which teammate is going to pick out a win here tonight and go to semis? Here's the green light down the straightaway. Monster Energy with the lead. King Sling trying to make up the ground. There's going to be enough here tonight, and Jeffrey Skipper will put Monster Energy into our semifinal competition over King Sling. What an incredible matchup that was between two great teammates from the Renegades Motorsports race team, but Monster Energy will advance on and take on Blue Thunder in our semifinal competition. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a great time. Don't go anywhere. Semis are next. Welcome back to Revolution here on this Friday night. Thank you guys once again for joining us. We're back now with semifinal competition, and coming to the line first, Devin Treat, Metal Health, who turned the truck over earlier tonight inside of round 2, will take on Jason Cook in the Cowboy. Other side of the bracket, Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder ready now to take on Jeffrey Skipper in the Monster Energy Machine. He's out here representing the Renegades Motorsports race team. And as we get semifinals underway, again, coming to the line, Devin Treat, Metal Health, again, rolled that truck over earlier tonight. He's representing the Thrill Seekers race team, now set to take on the longtime veteran, Jason Cook and the Cowboy over there, as the Chevrolet gets ready to take on the Ford here tonight to kick off our semifinal competition. Who's going to be advancing on into the final round showdown here tonight on Revolution? Here's the green light now down the straightaway. Metal Health with a big time lead. Cowboy trying to come up with it, unable to do it as he turns it over. Going over the last of the cars, bicycles it up, and over he goes, and Metal Health looks like the rollover didn't even faze him. He will advance on into the final round showdown for the second time this season. And who is he going to meet there? We're about to find out here tonight as Blue Thunder comes to the line. Sawyer Ramsdale in the Built Ford Tough Camp ready now to take on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper. Monster Energy over there on the outside lane, looking to get his very first Revolution win. But Blue Thunder, again, Sawyer Ramsdale, Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion. He knows how to get the job done. That Blue Thunder's been dialed in for him. Monster Energy and Blue Thunder going to throw it down. Green light goes down off the line. Blue Thunder's got a hold time, but Monster Energy's right there with him. What a ride from both trucks. Can you believe that? Ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen something like that in all my years of commentating MTA. Both drivers sticking up on the tailgate. We're going to go back and take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Thunder, obviously, on the inside lane. It's been pulling hard all night. Let's not call a spade here. But Blue Thunder noses over hard. Both of them standing straight up and down, and Blue Thunder will get the win from the back tires going across the finish line first. Unbelievable as Sawyer Ramsdale dumps it over, and Jeffrey Skipper just says, well, I'm going to tap the brakes right here. We're going to leave it on the tailgate. I'm going to step here and look at the stars for a little bit as he gets ready to go on the trailer. But ladies and gentlemen, the finals are here and now and coming up next. This is what we all come to see. Blue Thunder, Metal Health, this is what it's all about. These guys have fought tooth and nail throughout this racing bracket. Earlier tonight, Metal Health went out and eliminated Black Stallion. Then we saw him take out Obsessed and then the Cowboy and Semis. Other side of the bracket, Blue Thunder took out Rammunition, then Max D, and then Monster Energy and Semis. He's had a tough trail to get to this final round showdown, and he's not going to let it go to waste. However, we have got a Ford Oval Brigade shootout here tonight in the Revolution Finals, and we're going to see who's going to take home the championship win, as it is up for grabs as Avenger went out inside of round 1. Devin Treat again made it to the finals in the first week of this series. Blue Thunder over here. Sawyer Ramsdale looking for his first win. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go. They're side by side through no man's land. Metal Health in trouble. What a ride for Blue Thunder as well. They were neck and neck, door handle to door handle, all the way up and over the first jump through no man's land. Something went wrong with Metal Health. I'm not sure if he got crossed up into that steeper lane in the center of the track. We're about to go back down and find out and figure out who won this race as they come off the line. Both drivers cut an incredible light side by side down the straightaway. Watch now as they hit the first jump, they settle it down in no man's land. Just a little too much air for Metal Health, and he tanks the second set of jumps, and it sticks him on the tailgate. And Sawyer Ramsdale will sail past him and claim victory out here tonight over Metal Health. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for your MTA Revolution champion, Sawyer Ramsdale, Blue Thunder. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible night of racing here on Revolution. Thank you guys for sitting down and enjoying Revolution with us here on Friday night, getting the weekend kicked off with a bang. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the MTA YouTube channel for as long as you have. We greatly appreciate it, and we can't do it without you. Thank you guys. Be sure to crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.